if both of them, let's say you are in the middle, and unfortunately you are in the middle, and your house is connected to this one from this side, and it's connected to this one. You are using this person's wall, and you are using the other one's also wall. Get it? So you have to contact both of them because they are your neighbors. You have to contact both of them, and then let both of them buy. No, you don't choose. You should tell them, I want to sell the house. Any one of them who give you a response before the other one, you go with it. Of course, I go with the high price. No, that is no. Unless if both of them agree to buy at the same time, then you do qura. Yeah, you do qura. Whoever his qura comes out, you sell it to him and apologize to the other one. No, he said it according to the market price. Sometimes they raise up the price. You know, I remember a house we want to buy. This is a neighbor. So most likely he doesn't want to sell. This is what appears to us. So when he told us he is going to sell it, we tell him, okay, we're waiting for the price. The house cannot go beyond 5 million. Okay, 5 million is not ringgit. Okay. If I have 5 million, then I will not come to the class today. we will have the class in the 5-star hotel. Okay, anyway. So, but he says 16 million. So what people understood that the man doesn't want to sell. So let's play the same game with him also. Good idea. So he can do that by law, and he knows that. But he's just trying to threaten to see if he's dealing with coward people. Then we will tell him, okay, we give up. But he met some people who also know how to play the game. They cut down that 5 million also to, I don't know, 1 million. Or so he woke up after that and talked nicely. But anyway, you're not allowed to go beyond the market price. Get it? He can take you to the court, and the court will ask them to look for the market price.
How does this work out in terms of the buyer who's not a neighbor? So you look for a house which is in between two other houses, and you know that the owner didn't consult the neighbors, so, and then he's willing to sell it to you. So do you have to go and consult his neighbors, or how does that happen?
I don't get your question.
So there's a person A who's selling his house.
Yes, Muhammad and Zahid.
Yeah, okay. And then, okay. So Zahid is selling his house, and I want to buy it. I know Zahid has a neighbor Khalid, so I know that Zahid hasn't consulted with Zahid that he's going to, Khalid that he's going to sell his house.
And you are not the neighbor.
Yeah, I'm not a neighbor. So can I buy it?
No, you talk to the owner.
Yeah.
After he settled his affair with Khalid first.
But he doesn't want to. I don't want to speak to Khalid.
No, cannot. Cannot. Even if you're fighting each other, you have to settle the case temporarily for that business. Go to him with Abu Sulwaj. No, sometimes because of something issues, he really doesn't want to benefit that person. You know. So, but in this case, you have to benefit him. That's why the hadith says, "Ahbib habibaka hawna ma, asa an yakuna baghidaka yawman ma, wa abghid baghidaka hawna ma, asa an yakuna habibaka yawman ma." This happens always. That's why your enmity should be moderate. Because sometimes you will be forced to go and deal with him. At least leave some room for that. Okay, let's answer this question and then come back to you if you still have questions. How important is it is to listen, to remain silent and listen to adhan? What are the virtues of the mu'adhin? It is very important to, if mu'adhin is not taking his time. You have the mu'adhin who is, mashallah, adhan is 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 6 minutes. Get it? In this case, if you have something that you're doing, you keep on doing your things. Read your books, read Quran. When he finishes mudud, then you repeat what he says. But if he's moderate adhan, it's better to listen to him and reply the adhan first. This is what scholars have given us fatwa long ago. We ask about the same question. Because really some scholars, some of them adhanins are going. The adhan is so beautiful, but really they're going beyond the limit. I remember somebody told another person, what you're doing is innovation. Get it? So this person who is saying to the other one, you are innovating in the religion. So he is mu'adhin. Okay. The one who says you are innovating is mu'adhin. So the guy who is accused of doing innovation, he told him, can you establish for me, since you don't innovate, in the nusus of the Prophet ﷺ, where is it mentioned that when you make adhan, you know? But unfortunately, his reference, is the film of Risala. He was telling, because we saw Bilal in the film of Risala, he did not say Ashhadu an la. Where do you get that? That's what these movies are doing. Many people think that yes, this is how it is. So it's very dangerous. So anyway, adhan should be moderate, beautiful and moderate. The second question says the virtues of adhan or mu'adhin. Mu'adhin should be a person who is a sahib adab. Get it? Because his job is very great job, actually. It's very, very great job. If you know how important is the adhan, people will fight him every time. There has to be a qur'ah before the adhan. They will never let mu'adhin to go. Yakfik, it is enough for you, the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ, that if you make adhan, the Prophet ﷺ told one of his companions, he says, I see that you like to be with your animals. He said, if you are with your animals in the forest, وحضرت الصلاة فأذن فإنه لا يسمع صوت المؤذن إنس ولا جن إلا شهد له يوم القيامة. Nobody will hear the adhan except he's going to be a witness on the day of judgment. Whether he's jinn or ins. Okay. Imagine jinns are coming to say that yes, you are the one who is inviting others to adhan. And the Prophet ﷺ said those mu'adhineen, they will be having the longest neck on the day of judgment. Scholars said for two things. To avoid them from being in trouble because of the sweat that some people might be drowned in it. And also because they are so special, in a way, Allah wants them to be recognized. Okay, on the day of judgment, although the place is too crowded, but you will see them. You will see like nobody exists except them. So these are the mu'adhineen. They are the most special entities, one of the most special entities in Islam. We shouldn't belittle mu'adhin. In some cultures, they said if you become mu'adhin, you will never become rich. You get it? You will never become rich. You will remain poor. So that's not true. In some countries, the mu'adhineen, they are richer than many people in. Okay, just leave it. So these are the virtues that concerns him. And also he has to fulfill the conditions of adhan. What are the conditions of adhan? You study Kitab al-Tahara, right? What are the conditions of adhan in Kitab al-Tahara? And not Kitab al-Tahara, Kitab al-Salah. Or Kitab al-Adhan. That is adhan قبل الوقت. Salat al-Fajr, yeah. So three conditions mentioned by the scholars: al-amana, al-sawt, al-ilm bil-waqt. Not the whole waqt, al-ilm bil-waqt. You should know what is the time for the prayer itself. Yes, it's for the muadhin. For the adhan. He cannot make the adhan unless if he qualifies these. So, al-amana, he has to be ameen. Because if he's not ameen, he might just make jokes and make adhan before Maghrib. And people will break their fast and then say sorry to them. I'm sorry, I apologize. I thought you guys know the works by yourself. And so amana in this way. And then the second way also in the past, the muadhin has to go to the highest place, and make adhan. And that's create a problem because he sees the house of people, Ibn Qayyim mentioned the person who lost his religion and lost his life because of this. He was making adhan, and then he looked into down there. So he goes on top of the minara. So while he was making adhan, hayya al-salah, hayya al-falah, then he looked. So when he looked inside the house, he was supposed actually to look, but he looks down there. And the house, who is the neighborhood, is the house of Nasrani. So he saw the daughter in the house, and he couldn't be patient. Right after the adhan, to the house. That's why they said, do not look, because you might look at something that you cannot get, and you cannot be patient. Get it? So he gets down. Don't forget muadhin, right? He's supposed to be one of the righteous people, but he got down to the house. He met the girl. He told her, I want to be your husband. She said, cannot. You're a Muslim. To accept Christianity first. He agreed to accept Christianity to get the marriage. So the family said they will not trust him until they test him first for a few weeks to see how serious is he. Unfortunately, after the 2 weeks, they decided to give him the wife. And they gave him a place to stay with them if he wants. So the house needs to be renovated. Ibn Qayyim says he was trying to renovate the house. He fell down from the roof and lost his life. SubhanAllah. Lost the dunya, lost the khasir dunya wal akhirah. So amana is needed, right? Because he is also entrusted in the awrat of the people. We need somebody who fears Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to go on top. In some of the villages, we still have this. The muadhin is making adhan out of the masjid, not inside the masjid with the mics. And the last condition is, the second condition is the sawt. He has to be sayyitan. Because adhan is idhan, right? You were telling people that the prayer time has arrived, right? So if your sawt is not, like some of the muadhin, I'm telling you, some muadhin, I went to a masjid to pray, and there was adhan. I was asking, was there any adhan? He said, yes, there was adhan. I told him, are you making adhan to yourself or to who? Because technically nobody, and I was there, one of them also was making adhan. It's like, he is making adhan to himself. No, he has to be sayyid, somebody who has a very loud voice. That's why when Abdullah ibn Zayd saw the adhan, the Prophet told him, go and teach by Bilal, because his sawt is better than yours. More powerful, more stronger than yours. And the last one is, al-ilm bil-waqt. He has to be aware of the prayer time, not based on the calendar, based on the movement of the sun, according to the way the Prophet ﷺ prescribed it. Does Khalid and Sharik mean the same? Khalid is somebody who mixes his property with another person. Sharik is also the same. They have the same meaning technically. Your Sharik means your partner in an ownership. Your Khalid means your partner also in a property. Khalas. Okay, the last half question. I know. That's contrary to basira. Actually. Basira means insight, smartness. Get it? The poet says, لعمرك ما الأبصار تنفع أهلها إذا لم يكن للمبصرين بصائر. It says, eyes will never benefit the bearer as long as the one who owns the eyes doesn't have basira. Get it? So it's the insight, smartness, deep thinking, that's basira, in the right way. Get it? Next question. Alhamdulillah. Yes, Bashir. We will never appoint you to become a mu'adhin, you know. So people from Nottingham should take note. No, it depends. You're talking about if a narration reaches a companion authentically, right? It depends. That we say it is true. He said it because the narration is established. But to say that that statement is hujjah, it depends. If there is a hadith from the Prophet ﷺ that goes against it, it is not hujjah. You get an idea? If there is no hadith from the Prophet ﷺ that goes against it, but there is another companion who established another opinion also, because this companion is not attributing it to the Prophet ﷺ. So we have two companions are saying two different things. Which one is right? We look for an external evidence to support one of them. That's why I said it depends. But if there is nobody amongst the companions who contradict this one, then his statement is hujjah. Because our understanding cannot be better than theirs. The question is asking about a narration of a chain of narration that reach a companion. Are we supposed to take that statement of that companion since the chain is authentic? So that's why I say it depends. This one, to my knowledge, is not authentic, you know. Get it? So if it is not authentic, we don't use it at all. Because I meet him almost every day, so even if he doesn't ask a question now, I know he will get me afterwards. So who cares? But what is your question, Zahid? No, he says it doesn't. His statement, the question is asking about a book that he read which says the effect of the poison given to the Prophet ﷺ during the Battle of Khaybar had stopped, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allows it to come back during his death. So this is wrong, because the text of the Prophet ﷺ indicated that it is there, but it is not strong. You know, he said it kept on pinching me from time to time until this moment. That's me. It was there. But to take effect in which it will affect his health, get it badly, this one happened in the last minute. Wallahu ala kulli shay'in qadir. You get the idea? Okay. That's why also some scholars, although it is quite somehow weak part of the history, they said Abu Bakr also died like that. Because when he went to the cave with the Prophet ﷺ, and he put his the foot right to cover the hole, and the snake bit him. The Prophet ﷺ, according to that part of the history, he told him, "Show me the place." And the place he made dua, it stopped completely. He said it came back before his death. To my knowledge, that narration also is there. So we say, Wallahu alam. But the Prophet's one is authentic. He says it comes. from time to time, and this is the last moment of my life. He doesn't need to say that. Yeah, that's why Ibn Qayyim says he's shaheed. Where were you? You slept yesterday? We said Ibn Qayyim says this is how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala combined for the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam all forms of virtues. Right? He's Nabi, Rasul, Wali of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. One of the Ulul Azm, the best actually amongst the Ulul Azm. The only thing that left is Shahada. He is Shaheed. Happy? Subhanakallah. This one, focusing on this causes a great deviation. You know, that's why some of the time they will tell حدثني قلبي عن ربي. So it is a cause of deviations. A person say that I feel that something bad. Yeah, kuffar also have that, because this is part of our nature. Sometimes some feelings can come that you feel that most likely something bad is going to happen, and it's also happened. So it doesn't mean anything. This is just part of our nature. But now they take it and they build upon it hukum. You have a lot of person. Yeah. One of our grandparent, he also said, there's only 2 people left to be married. He said, this one I will support. The next one I will not be alive. He doesn't say somebody gave me wahi, but he died. But he just looking at his age, he's too old. He says, I don't think this will happen with me. So it's just this feeling that comes, which might be right, might be wrong. So that's why focusing on them might cause a deviation. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. See you next week, inshallah.